One of these Michael Caine starring Cold War thrillers from the 1980s. There's at least two of them, not including the structurally similar though overall distinct, not necessarily Cold War based, 1985 Holcroft Covenant. John Mackenzie's 1987 The Fourth Protocol is one of the Cold War oriented, even featuring Kim Philby as a character in its plot. Its script is adapted from Frederick Forsyth's novel of the same name and penned by George Axelrod and Richard Burridge. This film is reasonably well directed. I tried to show off some particularly impressive landscape shots at times. One notable aspect of the film is the presence of a younger Pierce Brosnan as a Soviet agent/assassin undercover in the United Kingdom and attempting to plant a portable nuclear device at a British Air Force base, RAF Baywaters, so that the Americans might be framed. Obviously, it would be giving off the attempted impression that it was an American accident, allowing for an apparent Labour Party victory after they oust Neil Kinnock, which would be occupied by Soviet loyalists who then promote a nuclear disarmament program which empowers the wicked Soviet Union. These things are so sensational, but they can be very comfortable entertainment to a point. The film is definitely competent from a technical perspective. Narratively, we could call it tired or not overly original, yet it is rather engaging for what it is as a pulpy romp. John Mackenzie was actually really quite a good director, most well known and celebrated for 1980's The Long Good Friday, very much a classic film, though he was working on fairly interesting films as early as 1971, with the sensational though creepily effective Unman, Wittering and Zigo, then with Maid in 1972, and a television production titled Redshift in 1977, one of the more interesting BBC sci-fi/fantasy efforts of all time. His talents show once more in The Fourth Protocol. He has plausibly elevated the material from what it may have been otherwise. Apparently it was initially Mr. John Frankenheimer who helmed the Holcroft Covenant, whom Michael Caine sought to direct The Fourth Protocol, though ultimately it was Mackenzie's assignment. Maybe Frankenheimer could have directed a superior picture. I do love John Frankenheimer, and I do consider Holcroft Covenant a superior film to The Fourth Protocol, both in its execution and its scripted skeleton, though I can appreciate what Mackenzie delivered to us here in any case.